Namaskar, good evening. You're watching Blueprint Explosive Exclusive and I'm Swati Joshi. We're just days into Donald Trump's second term in the White House and Prime Minister Narendra Modi was one of the first world leaders to hold a bilateral meeting with U.S. President. One of the key focus of the meeting was the issue of illegal immigration. Both world leaders agreed on no refuge for illegals. Modi assured that India is willing to take all the verified undocumented immigrants back as Trump cracks down on illegal immigration in America. The statement comes just days after 104 Indians deported from the U.S. landed in Amritsar. Second batch of 119 Indians deported from U.S. is set to reach Amritsar. They are set to reach Amritsar this weekend on 2 flights after being deported from the U.S. On the issue of illegal immigration, the Prime Minister said that this remains a global issue as many innocent people are lured by big dreams. The Prime Minister also urged U.S. to protect the poor from exploitation and human trafficking. Listen in to what the Prime Minister said.
जहां तक भारत और अमेरिका का सवाल है, हमने हमेशा कहा है कि जो वेरीफाइड होगा, कि जो सच्चे अर्थ में भारत का ही नागरिक होगा, वो अगर अमेरिका में गैर कानूनी तरीके से रहता है तो उसको वापस लेने के लिए भारत तैयार है। ये सामान्य परिवारों के बच्चे होते हैं, उनको बड़े बड़े सपने दिखाए जाते हैं और उनको ज्यादातर ऐसे होते हैं उनको गुमराह करके लाया जाता है और इसलिए ये ह्यूमन ट्रैफिकिंग में जुड़े हुए पूरे इकोसिस्टम पर हमने वार करना चाहिए और अमेरिका और भारत मिलकर के हमारी कोशिश है और हमारी कोशिश रहनी चाहिए कि इस प्रकार की पूरी इकोसिस्टम को हमें जड़ मूल से नष्ट करना चाहिए।
Yes, it did figure during the discussions today, and the Prime Minister said, as I think he mentioned during the press conference as well, and during the discussions also he said that India has made its stand very clear that if there are illegal immigrants proven to be Indian citizens in any country abroad, we will take them back. But he did emphasize, and again I think he referred to this in his remarks at the press conference, but even during the discussions, he did emphasize that the return of illegal immigrants is not the end of the story. There is an ecosystem that thrives on this racket and that promotes and enables this racket. And it is the responsibility of both countries to do something about this.
Meanwhile, there is no end to politics over the issue. Opposition has questioned silence of Prime Minister Modi over Indian deportees being sent back to India in shackles. Opposition also alleged that Indians were migrating to foreign nations for better opportunities. Meanwhile, the government maintains that it was not persecution and it was a process that was being followed since 2012.
जब 143 करोड़ के देश के प्रधानमंत्री से पूछा गया अवैध घुसपैठ पर, तो उन्होंने एक बार भी अमेरिकी राष्ट्रपति के सामने हाथों में हथकड़ियां, पैरों में बेड़ियां, महिलाओं तक को नहीं बख्शा गया, जो हमारे लोगों के साथ प्रताड़ना की गई, जो उनको यातनाएं दी गई, जो इस देश का अपमान हुआ, उसके बारे में एक शब्द नहीं बोला।
हमारा यही निवेदन होगा सरकार से और अपील होगी कि हमारे कोई भी हिंदुस्तानी बेड़ियों से और हथकड़ी से वापस लौट करके ना आए और अगर विदेश जा रहे हैं लोग तो वो इसलिए जा रहे हैं क्योंकि उनके पास यहाँ अच्छी नौकरी नहीं है।
आप कह रहे हैं चुनाव,
वो घर परिवार छोड़ करके अगर जा रहे हैं तो वो इसलिए जा रहे हैं क्योंकि वहाँ अपॉर्चुनिटी बेहतर मिल रही है, उनका जीवन अच्छा होगा, उन्हें कमाने का अच्छा मौका मिलेगा, अपने सपने पूरे करने का मौका मिलेगा।
So the Prime Minister speaking on the issue said not just India but even U.S. should take action against this ecosystem that lures poor people and they become part of the human trafficking chain. And the opposition says, why did the Prime Minister not speak about the treatment that was meted out to the illegal immigrants? Let's open this up and go across to our guests. We have Manish Bariyar, political analyst, Abhishek Sudhir, also a political analyst, Khaliqur Rahman, a political analyst, joining us on the broadcast with Pooja Mishra, Samajwadi Party national spokesperson, and Shubhankar Bhattacharya, also a political analyst. Thank you very much for joining us. Good evening to all of you. Mr. Bariyar, the opposition is asking just one question. All said and done, the opposition says, why did the Prime Minister, in front of the President of the United States of India, not speak about the treatment, the manner in which the illegal immigrants were sent back in shackles? Can you hear me, Mr. Barriar?
Yeah, I can hear you. Sorry, in fact, for some time my link was not there, so I couldn't really get this thing. Can you please repeat the question?
My question is based on the reaction that has come in from the opposition. The opposition says, why did the Prime Minister not raise the issue of the treatment that was meted out to the illegal immigrants while they were sent back, while they were deported?
No, I was hearing, Mr. Yadav speak, and also from the Congress party also. In fact, it is to their blame. Mr. Yadav was saying that there are no opportunities. So what he has done, he has ruled UP for several years. He has been, his father has been minister. So he is to be blamed also for lack of opportunities in UP for that matter, right? In a similar manner, Mrs. Supriya Senate is talking about lack of opportunities and all these things. See, this is Prime Minister will speak something which is very important for the country, and these issues have been taken up by the back channels in diplomacy. External Affairs Minister has already said that we are seized of the matter and we will ensure that such kind of things are not happening in future. So they are working on that. Okay. But you also need to understand that Trump is on a mission. He wanted the optics. It's very bad optics. We didn't like it. But that's the reality, that they are criminals. There's no doubt over it. And they're being sent for a number of years.
Absolutely.
During Congress rule also, hundreds of people and thousands of people have come.
They were deported, but the opposition's point is, but never in this manner. The deportation never happened in this manner. Okay. The government has cited, Pooja Mishra, that this is part of the process, this is not persecution. और जब अखिलेश यादव कहते हैं कि अपॉर्चुनिटीज के लिए लोग बाहर जाते हैं, हो सकता है अपॉर्चुनिटीज के लिए जाते हो, लेकिन द लार्जर पिक्चर हियर इज द रैकेट दैट इज वर्किंग. पूजा मिश्रा, जो लोगों को बेवकूफ बना करके उन्हें ले जाते हैं और इस तरह से उनकी जान फिर खतरे में पड़ जाती है. When you land in America, you land there as an illegal immigrant with no rights at all.
Then this is the failure of government again. कि रैकेट ऐसे काम कर लेते. इंटरनेशनल भी ऐसे की भी समाजवादी पार्टी की बात कर रहे थे, मुझसे पहले जो भी बोल रहे थे उन्होंने कहा कि समाजवादी पार्टी रेस्पॉन्सिबल है, देयर इज नो जॉब, बट वी वर नेवर रेस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर द बॉर्डर्स एक्सेप्ट फॉर कि एक बार जो है सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट के साथ में श्रद्धेय नेताजी थे जो है रक्षा मंत्री थे. अदरवाइज वी वर नेवर रेस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर बॉर्डर्स ऑफ आवर कंट्री.
मतलब ये था कि अगर उस वक्त उत्तर प्रदेश से लोग गए थे अमेरिका अपॉर्चुनिटीज ढूंढने के लिए, तो क्या उस वक्त आपकी सरकार उनको अपॉर्चुनिटीज नहीं दे पाई थी? एक बात ये. दूसरा सवाल मैं साथ ही में ये जोड़ रही हूँ पूजा मिश्रा, डज दैट मीन दैट इट वाज अ फेलियर ऑफ ऑल द प्रीवियस गवर्नमेंट्स? क्योंकि ये इलीगल इमिग्रेंट्स का वहां पहुंचना और डिपोर्टेशन होना ये कोई पहली बार नहीं हो रहा है.
हाँ, तो ये जो पहली बार ऐसा हो रहा है कि साइकिल्स में आ रहे हैं ना, बट ये पहली बार हो रहा है. और अभी प्रधानमंत्री जी वहां पे मैंने उनके,
लेकिन आपने कहा अपॉर्चुनिटीज ढूंढने के लिए जाते हैं पूजा मिश्रा, इसीलिए मैं आपसे सवाल पूछ रही हूँ.
यू आर नॉट अलाउइंग मी टू कंप्लीट माय सेंटेंस.
प्लीज अलाउ मी टू कंप्लीट. फिनिश योर पॉइंट.
तो प्रधानमंत्री जी एक तरफ कहते हैं दीज आर इनोसेंट पीपल. जब ये इनोसेंट पीपल हैं, देन these innocent people are treated like criminals.
These are innocent people for us. Pooja, these are innocent people for us.
That's why.
But America is not going to look at them as innocent people because they are entering the country in an illegal manner.
We are talking about in our government we gave jobs. But when the BJP came, 136 Shiksha Mitra were demoted.
Pooja Mishra, you're completely missing the point. This deportation, this entire issue of illegal immigration has not happened for the first time. Continuously, चाहे यूपीए की सरकार रही हो, जो इलीगल तरीके से अमेरिका गया, उनको वापस देश भेजा गया है, उनको डिपोर्ट किया गया है. I understand the point that you're making. If it is about the treatment meted out in shackles, handcuffs, वो जो आप कह रही हैं, I understand that point. But to say कि लोग opportunities के लिए गए थे, then you will have to also admit कि इससे पहले की जो सरकारें थी, तब भी लोग opportunities के लिए गए थे. अभिषेक सुधीर.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, at the end of the day, what happened in terms of them coming back in shackles and whatnot, that's not something as an Indian you like to see. But then they are subject to the processes of the United States. They're subject to the jurisdiction of the United States. The moment they landed in India, in Amritsar, they were given the best possible treatment. The Indian authorities ensured that they reached their native places, their villages. They were given hot food. They were completely rehabilitated. And Prime Minister Modi today, Swati, has made a larger point. He's not ducking the issue. He said that this is essentially a problem of human trafficking. Prime Minister Modi has said that we have to end this ecosystem of human trafficking. He has asked for President Donald Trump's support in ending this ecosystem of human trafficking.
But Abhishek Sudhir, the opposition says the manner in which they were deported, in chains, in Shackles has happened for the first time. That's what the opposition is saying. Pehle kabhi nahi hua. And it is directly being linked to the camaraderie and the diplomacy and the great relations India talks about.
Well, Swati, everyone who has been deported to any other country, be it Colombia or Panama or any other Central American country or South American country, has been sent in shackles. But our opposition will only pick on the Indians who have been sent back to say this reflects on Prime Minister Modi. This does not reflect on Prime Minister Modi. These are the standard operating procedures of the United States of America, a sovereign nation. India can register its protest. I'm sure, as EAM Jaishankar said, we are doing all we can, but once they are in that country illegally, they are unfortunately subject to the jurisdiction of the United States.
Right.
All we can do is ensure that this does not happen in the future. So the larger question is, what is the opposition willing to do?
Also said that the women and children were not restrained. That women and children were not restrained. Khaliqur Rahman, please provide a rebuttal.
Yeah. Yeah, in fact, see, when the Prime Minister was there, when he had met the President Trump, then he should have registered his protest, especially in the manner in which, our Indians were sent back, handcuffed and shackled. So that is, in fact, very insulting. And I want to also, tell you that all these, people who have, in fact, gone to United States, they went there for the better opportunities because those opportunities were not available here. And most of the people, in fact, have gone there in this last 10 years who have been sent back.
Have people gone to America only in the last 10 years? Were they not deported before this?
No. See, people have been going for the long time, but those who have gone before, they either got their, immigration or they got their permanent status. But those who have gone in this last 10 years, they are the people who have, been struggling there.
Aren't you, in a way, also promoting this way of entering another country in an illegal manner when you say that people who went 10 years ago have got immigration
They have I want to clarify. I want to clarify here. They have not entered into United States through an illegal way. Their visa was stamped by.
Then why were people deported?
And they have gone through
have people been deported for the first time from America?
They have become illegal.
Have people been deported for the first time from America? Has it happened only during the Modi government's tenure?
No. They have not been deported for the first time, but in the manner in which they were deported.
Okay, so you have a problem with. You cannot mix. No, 1 second. The goalposts cannot keep changing continuously. No, 1 second. If you have a problem with the manner in which they were sent back, you have a problem in the manner. 1 second. You have a problem with the manner in which they were sent back. U.S. says, the government of India says, it's not persecution, it's process. It's not like Indians were identified. Okay, you're an Indian. Okay, we'll put you in chains. Everyone was deported in that manner. You are absolutely right. Does not feel good to see your fellow Indians come back like that. The treatment meted out is not right. We understand the sentiments, but to link it to diplomacy, is it fair? Shubhankar.
Swati, you see, we need to understand why is it so that earlier also the people used to be deported and now it is creating a huge concern. You might say that the opposition is raising the issue. It is not about the opposition. It is about everyone. I don't think that you would like to see your fellow Indians in shackles. But at the very same time, if we compare it with the previous leaders, the previous prime ministers or the leaders of other countries, nobody claims to be a Vishwaguru or has that larger image like Pradhan Mantri Modi. When it comes to Prime Minister Modi, the thing is, he's been portrayed as the leader of the global entity. So now, such a big global leader, so it is expected out of him that at least not anything else, but
then tell me something. How do we know that the Prime Minister in the bilaterals and the personal talks that he had with Donald Trump has not raised the issue?
Number one.
And today when the authorities are saying, that we are raising this issue of the treatment that has been meted out, how do we know that that's not being done?
No. See, I also don't know. I'm just telling you the reason behind why this issue has, the opposition is raising such issue. Because it is not expected out of Pradhan Mantri Modi ji, who is a global leader, is a Vishwaguru. You know what is Vishwaguru? Vishwaguru is a leader
whom we expected to be, honored by everyone, who we thought that Trump looks up to.
So when Trump says, Mr. Prime Minister, you're great, we've missed you a lot, and when he says that he's a tough negotiator, he's better than me, at that point of time, don't you feel that the Vishwa Guru that you've been talking about is being complimented by another leader of a very powerful nation? That will not be taken into consideration. But I want to go across to Mr. Bariyar. Mr. Bariyar, one sentiment that everyone agrees with it does not look good. Does not feel right to see your fellow Indians in shackles.
See, let me share with you is that you have to also see the visuals Shubhankar ji must have seen. You tell me how many times an Indian Prime Minister, and when an Indian Prime Minister gets a respect, we get that respect. You saw Mr. Trump actually pulling the chair for him and making him sit. You look at the kind of importance which has been given. You were saying Vishwa Guru. That's an example of that. How many times you have seen Mr. Trump doing this to any political leader on a global stage? That's one. Second, he has said, you are a better negotiator than me. Again, Trump praising in front of anyone? I have not seen that. This is what Mr. Shashi Tharoor was also saying, that Trump praising someone is something which is very new. So we need to understand. So there was unfortunately a time where Indian Prime Minister was made to wait for 2 to 3 hours to meet an American president. Now look at that transformation from here.
Okay. Khaliqur Rahman wants to come in. Khaliqur Rahman wants to come in. How is it that Shashi Tharoor's analysis is different from the rest of the opposition?
No, see, Shashi Tharoor also said that, okay, the deportation policy of the United States, we are not questioning that. But in the manner in which the Indians were sent back, that's what the Prime Minister was supposed to talk to, especially when the question was posed to him. He should have, in fact, he had a good opportunity to talk in front of the world. The world was listening to him, but he failed.
So the Prime Minister says that these are innocent individuals, but unfortunately, when you come in an illegal manner to a country, you have no rights. When the Prime Minister says that these are individuals who've been lured, they've been trapped, there's an entire ecosystem working, there's human trafficking happening, is he not sending a strong message? Has he failed in doing that? Mr. Khaliqur Rahman, and when he says that not just India, America also has to act against such people.
No, definitely. See, as far the ecosystem is concerned, we definitely need to correct that system, and definitely there is an issue because all these students who are going there, they are innocent. And they are being lured by, there are so many agents.
So you partly agree with him, but you partly do not, where it suits to criticize him. Pooja, then Abhishek.
Swati, Pradhan Mantri could have added that the people who are trafficking these innocent people are the criminals, but these people are innocent, they shouldn't be treated like criminals.
He said that, Pooja. What part of the statement is not clear? What part of the statement is not clear? Do you act against innocent people?
No, you never allow me to complete a sentence.
Please finish.
Everyone is saying that Trump pulled the chair for Prime Minister of India. Action speaks louder than the words. अगर जो आप प्रधानमंत्री है देश के, भारत देश के, you are talking politely with him and treating the people of India in manner way. So
not just people of India, Pooja. When you say it like that, looks like they've identified Indians and put chains and shackles on them. Not just people of India. Abhishek Sudhir, is there a completely different narrative that the opposition wants to? 1 second now, allow Abhishek to counter. Yes.
Yes. Exactly, Swati. The opposition here does not care about these individuals who've been deported. Let me be very emphatically clear about that. They don't care about these individuals. For them, this is just another reason and excuse to attack Prime Minister Modi. Look, at the end of the day, Prime Minister Modi has hit the nail on the head. The problem is human trafficking. In fact, here you have Akhilesh Yadav encouraging these people to go and break the laws of another sovereign nation. They have ruled Uttar Pradesh longer than the BJP has. They have not created jobs in Uttar Pradesh. So they're telling the people of Uttar Pradesh, go to the United States illegally, it's okay. Basically, these opposition parties rely on illegal immigrants as vote banks. Swati, in India, they do not speak a word about the illegal immigrants in India. They want to encourage Indians to immigrate illegally.
For opportunities or otherwise, no one should have to go through this, because we've seen the videos of how people had to risk their lives to enter into America. So the larger message is that people should be stopped from doing that by acting against those who are luring them into that trap. I'm completely out of time, Mr. Bariyar. Pooja and gentlemen, thank you.